Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the rat. So welcome back all my rat friends. How are we doing? Let's find out, shall we? As we shuffle these cards up and down, we move them all around and we pick 3 out for you guys. Let's see what we've got this week when we stop about there. And we're going to take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we're going to start off with 3 negatives right there straight away for this week. Doesn't look promising, doesn't look like it's something to be enthusiastic about, and you may not be very motivated to see it. However, as I've said before, black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. So let's start with this first one then, and we have got the Black Dog. Now that's not a bad card for a rat person. Rats and dogs can get along. There isn't a lot of animosity, and they're not very, what's the word, conflicty. They don't conflict each other. So it's not necessarily a bad card, but it is in the negative. So you might find yourself feeling as if there's a struggle for dominance, or a struggle to get your point across, a struggle to actually make yourself heard. I imagine what you're going through right now is similar to marking out territories or boundaries, and somebody or something purposely crossing that boundary, pushing that boundary, and making it obvious that they don't respect you, and you're feeling that lack of respect. And that lack of respect is not going to go down too well. That lack of respect is not going to have a good outcome. It's not. It's like it's pushing you to your limit. I think right now you're just working towards staying away from that conflict, but you are clashing with this thing. Again and again you try to avoid it. Again and again you try to divert around it, or try to, not acknowledge it, but it comes back in again and again with force, with this taunting, with this idea that you have to acknowledge it every time, or you're bound to, or you're supposed to have some sort of obligation to make it seen and make it heard, give it that attention. And if you don't give it that attention, it's almost like it gets worse, which isn't good. Definitely not good, especially for a rat person, because this will frustrate you. People disrespecting you, people crossing your boundaries, people doing it to prove a point, people doing it to flaunt their, brazenness and their arrogance. This is going to frustrate you. This is going to annoy you a little bit this week. I think this is going to be the start of something. There you are, the black rat. The black rat. Should have been prepared for this. Should have seen it coming. Should have seen this person or this thing doing what it's doing. You should have known about this before it happened, but alas, it snuck up on you. It's come in. It's created a bit of an issue for you. 2 rats, they can get along relatively well. There's no animosity there between the 2 rats. I do feel, however, that again it's like a pecking order kind of thing. It's like you're trying to assert some kind of position within something that you are rightfully entitled to, or more qualified to be in that position than anybody else, and yet you're being challenged. You're being challenged, something that you can't prepare for, something that you can't anticipate. When you step into this role, you're thinking that it's going to be good, you're thinking everything's going to go well, you're thinking everything's going to be all right, and what could go wrong. However, nothing has gone wrong, but there are things at work trying to undo what you're doing, or try to make it as wrong as they can from your rights. When they start turning your rights into wrongs, that's again something that is going to grab your attention, and that's what this wants. That's what this is trying to get, is your attention. It's begging for it, begging for that attention, good or bad, it does not matter. It wants it. It wants you to know that it's there. It wants you to know that it's against you somehow, or it's brave enough to take you on. Like, it wants you to know that it's prominent, you know, it's very there. You're not gonna be able to avoid it. And as much as you try, as I say, it's just going to do more to grab your frustration. One thing I will say though is that as a rat person, you can overcome this using your cunning, using your sort of wit, using your specialized rat brain to outmaneuver them, outmanipulate them. You know, once you start to realize what's going on, you'll be able to see it, you'll be able to acknowledge it, you'll be able to avoid it more sort of efficiently because of the ratty brain that you have and how it's calculated and how you can plan things and how you can sort of outmaneuver people at the best of times. In times like this, even more so. And you're very much capable of it. Though this thing or this someone would like to, it would hope that you would forget. It's trying to make you forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. Because you are a rat person, and with that comes specialized skills that if you don't utilize those skills as a rat person, then you will be sort of in the wrong place, in the wrong time, everything will just go wrong because you're avoiding that rattiness, or you're avoiding dealing with something in that rat way because you've forgotten that you're very much capable of that. And that's exactly what this thing is trying to create for you. Boom, there's your conflict card. There's the thing. The horse, the black horse especially, is a card a rat person does not want. This is a card that you do not want to see, but alas, here we are. The horse and the rat, they are not friends. They are not. That is your direct conflict card, and it being in the black is showing this frustration that you have, this hurdle that is in the way. We're not moving forward. This is a black doer not doing. This is a black horse not moving. These are things that are not progressing as they should, and they're standing still. Why? Because this thing is in your way. There is a struggle for control. There's challenges here. It's touching on your need for security. It's touching on your sort of again, your rattiness, on your rat character. It's picking it apart, saying how it's not good enough or how it's not going to achieve what you want it to. I think right now, to overcome this, you need to exercise more flexibility. If you can be a bit more flexible and not so rigid and predictable, then you could have a chance of beating this at its own game. And only then will you be able to step out of its shadow and actually be able to overcome it completely. The black horse not moving, the black rat not doing, the black dog not communicating. It's all shut down. It's all come to a standstill. It's all come to this point. And now you're feeling it. And you will feel it, even if you don't know why you're feeling it, because this may not have become apparent yet. You might not have actually noticed this something or this someone just yet, but you will. And as soon as you do, you'll know about it. And that's why we need to avoid the conflict and try something a little bit more tactical. You know? Try something a little bit more sneaky to overcome this. Taking it head on may not be the best bet. Taking it sort of head on and meeting it on the battlefield may not go down the way that you think it will. You may not have the desired results that you could if you used that mind of yours and you did something a little bit unexpected and you did something a little bit more unpredictable. Catch them unaware. That way, you are more likely to find resolution and have a win from this. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rat. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the ox. So if you're interested in what they are up to, I will see you over there next. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you in a video next time when we come back and do another video for you guys born in the year of the rat. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.